Hey everyone, today 7 Dollar Tree fall DIYs, brand new for 2023. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Tanya, and I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Now for our first DIY, we're going to be creating this old stump riser. And everyone, I love how this turned out and I hope you do. I took one of the wood rounds from Dollar Tree and some cardboard. And what I'm doing is just cutting these out kind of in a U shape in all different sizes. And you can see I kind of wiggle my scissors so it makes it a little bit jagged on the edges. And you just keep cutting out different sizes. You may have to cut a few more. I actually had extra. And I'm going to glue these on. And I'm just going to layer them over top of each other. And you'll see me on the next layer, I start putting some shorter and some longer, and you're going to be able to trim this down because what I'm going to do is take one of the wood rounds. I think I might have picked that bottom wood round up maybe at Walmart or Michael's, but you could use cardboard, everyone, for this whole DIY. But I had the wood round and they do have them at Dollar Tree, but I think you're really going to love how this turns out. And I've got some Christmas ideas for this one too. And you can see how I'm trimming this down. Now I'm going to take my glue gun and just make those little squiggly lines as if it would look on the bark of a tree. And then I'm just going to go around the edges and seal this off really well. Right here, everyone, I was just playing, making these rings in the tree because I actually end up painting over these. But you can see if I lighten this up a little bit, you could actually leave this riser like this with the lighter colors if you wanted it for the neutral decor, which this would make a beautiful little stump in a birch tree style. And you can see how I'm just kind of blending different colors, and I'm using that smoky woody color, and then I've got some of the brown and some of the vintage white, and I'll leave all the colors in the description below so you'll know what I used. Now I'm going to drag through just a little bit of that. It's almost like a charcoal black, and like I said, it'll be in the description. But you can use several different colors that you have at home. And then I'm going to take that same charcoal kind of gray-black color and just go around, and I keep putting several layers on this stump. And now I'm just going to rub in some of that dark gray with my hand and just draw in some lines with a rich black, and I just want to keep adding all kinds of colors on here. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my wood round to the bottom, and then I'm going to seal everything off really well. And everyone, wait till you see this when I display all of the DIYs on it today. Now what I'm doing here is taking a little bit of that mossy green, and I added some of these little flowers in there, the little beaded ones, because I wanted to make it look like the moss on a tree. And I'm just dabbing that on here and there. And now I'm going to take some raw sienna and I'm going to just mix it with the rich black and kind of get that muddy brown color that you would see on the bark of a tree. And like I said, I wanted mine to have all these warm, rich colors. And I just keep blending that in, adding it here and there, and just have fun with this, everyone. I think this is such a neat idea, and I hope you get creative and give this a try because this was so fun to create. Now I'm going to take some of that, I think it was like a honey mustard color, and I really just wanted to brighten this up on top and just keep doing it in a circular motion. And now I'm going to take some vintage white. That is a wet cloth that I have, and anytime you want to really blend these colors and kind of thin them out, use a wet cloth and it will give you a really neat effect on this. But everyone, this riser is perfect for the fall and Halloween time. I've got a couple more that I'm going to make and some really pretty Christmas ones. But here's a sneak peek of it, kind of where you can see the bottom of it. I've got something displayed on there that you'll see a little later in the video. But I thought this was a really fun one. Now for our next DIY, We're going to be creating this little shelf sitter, and I'm going to take some of this castle color. I love that FolkArt castle. It's kind of like a green with a gray, and it is perfect for the pumpkins. And this is kind of going to go in with my color scheme for this video. Now this is just Elmer's glue, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on here, and then I'm going to go over it with some of my I think I'm using the vintage white, and because I want this one to do that crackling look, and this turns out really pretty too. And this kind of goes with the neutral decor that I really enjoy in my home. Now I'm going to be taking a lot of these and leaving them outside on my step. And if you have a sunny day in your area, that really makes these dry really well, and they really crackle. You'll see that at the end when I get this one done. But everyone, this video, it's probably about 18 minutes, so I've got a lot to share with you today. And for all you doll lovers out there, I have another little doll for you at the end. There's some similar components in that one, but I think you're going to enjoy. Everyone, look how pretty this crackled. And that brown color is a FolkArt chalk paint name. I think it's Gava. And it is so pretty, and it's, like I said, part of the color scheme I'm doing in this video. Now I saved those little bows, and I'm going to pop them right back on there. But of course we're going to dress this up a little bit. Everyone, this color right here I got at Dollar Tree, and it is called Heather Green. And I think that is the prettiest green color for fall. And of course, some of the little haystacks that they had, you will need to add a couple coats of that green. Now I'm just going to take some of that moss from Dollar Tree and pop that around the bottom. And then we're going to add a couple other little accent pieces to this one. I got in my craft stash and I found, I think it was a little apple and one of the little pumpkins, and I decided just to leave them unfinished. And then I had some of these little pit berries in my craft box, and I thought I'd pop those in there. But everyone, look how pretty this looks displayed on the little stump riser. Well, everyone, don't forget, if you're enjoying today's content, make sure you leave me a comment, and I would love it if you like and share these videos. Now here's that Java paint, and everyone, I didn't know what I was going to do with this acorn. I have picked this thing up 2 or 3 times over the years, and I finally come up with an idea that I really enjoy. Now I am using the Elmer's glue again, but this one, it really doesn't crackle. But I like to use that just to blend my paints in. So I'm going to put a thick layer of this on here, and then I'm immediately going to go in with the color cinnamon. And this is a really pretty color, and this really, when it dries, makes a realistic looking acorn. So this was a really pretty one when I got done with it. So you'll have to let me know what you think of this one in the comments after you see it at the end here. Now I'm going to take some of that bark brown, and then I'm going to take some of the, I think this was the vintage white. It might have been the parchment. Like I said, I'll have it in the description. And the first thing I'm going to do is go over everything with that bark brown, and then I'll use some more of the glue. And like I said, this really doesn't crackle, but a lot of times I like to use the glue instead of Mod Podge because it doesn't have as bad of a smell. So keep that in mind, and you'll get a similar effect, and it just kind of seals everything in really well. This is bleached sand. That's the name of that color. Now I'm doing a dabbing kind of effect on this, and I'm going to end up doing a glaze over it after it dries. And I'm going to take that cinnamon again, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of that bleached sand, and then I'm going to water it down and then just do a light little glaze, and that finishes the acorn off, and it really gives that nice color tone once it dries. Well, everyone, while you're watching me paint this little glaze over here, I just want to thank each and every one of you that have been subscribing to my channel. I am so thrilled that my subscribers are growing and that you are enjoying my content. And I am so excited to get started on those Christmas dolls. I have so many wonderful ideas that I can't wait to share with you. So I just want to give you a big thank you again. Now here I am, you can see I'm brushing that on there, and then what I'm doing is taking a sponge and just kind of dabbing it and letting some of those other colors on the bottom shine through. But everyone, look how nice this acorn looks. I think that really gives it a realistic look. And then I'm just gonna take this little Hello Fall sign. I picked that up at Dollar Tree last year, and then I just put some of that paint on these little pumpkins. And then I had some greenery that had some acorn in my craft stash and some little kind of, I don't know what those are. It's kind of like a little wheat or something. And then I saved those little ribbons, of course. But everyone, this turned out so cute. I finished it off with some of the moss. And then, of course, I'm going to display it once again on that old stump riser that I made. And I definitely think I'm going to have to make some more of those risers in different color tones. Well, everyone, we're about ready to start on our next one, and I think you'll enjoy this one too. Now, I'm going to take these colors. This one's from Dollar Tree, and I think they call it eggnog, and that's a Tuscan red. And then I'm going to be using some moss green and then some more of the green that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I think it's that heather green. But you can see I've got this one in fast motion just because it took me a really long time to get all these colors on. But you can just see I'm just kind of dabbing all these colors on. I'm putting the Elmer's glue over top of everything just because that's helping me blend all the different colors in. And then I'm going to be adding just little dabs of different colors on top of the green and just trying to get that effect you would get when a leaf starts to turn. And this one was just kind of fun and creative, so you'll have to let me know what you think of this one. But you could do this in any color. You could use the oranges and the beige and the reds or the yellows, and I just decided I had these colors close and I was just kind of playing with them. And you can see how I'm really dabbing these in and kind of making them messy, but when they dry, everyone, they look so pretty, and it really does look like a fall leaf kind of change it. And I did go back with that Tuscan red and just kind of add that little bit. And I did go back and draw in some veins on the leaf. And then I took this little stand and popped that right on there. And then we're going to decorate this up with that little bow again. And I'm going to add some little haystacks to this. And I think I end up putting maybe a Hello Fall sign on there. But I just thought this was just a neat little shelf sitter that you could pop up for the fall season. And you could do it in any color you want if these are not your preferred colors. But it's all for inspiration, everyone. And that's what I hope I give you here on my channel, is lots of inspiration to create your own designs. But here it is. And I think this one also looks really pretty displayed on our little old stump riser. Now our next DIY, everyone, could not have been simpler. I took two of these little wood, I guess they're like farmhouse style wood signs, and I glued them together so it would stand up easy. Took some more of that bleached sand and I just painted over this with a really thick coat. I actually did take some of the glue and go back over it, and then I think I might have took some vintage white over top of that. But these are my three colors that I love: that heather green, the Java brown, and that castle chalk paint. And I thought these colors look so pretty together. You'll have to let me know what you think of this color combo. Of course, if you follow me, you know that I still have a lot of gray in my home. So this one's definitely a keeper for me. I just like these colors. I think they kind of have that warm, moody kind of feel, and I just think they're really pretty, and I think they look great with the neutral decor. Now I'm going to take that little welcome fall and pop on here, and I like the fresh cleanness of this design, and like I said, it could not have been simpler. So I'm going to just hot glue these on. You could use wood glue on here if you wanted to make sure it was going to hold, but sometimes I take things apart. But everyone, here's this one displayed, and I love how it turned out, and I hope you do. Now for our next DIY, we're going to be creating, I guess this is kind of like one of the little wooden vases. I don't know what it's like a pumpkin wood vase to me. But I'm just going to paint this with some of that bleached sand, and I think I did a layer of the vintage white over it. And then I decided to bring in that Java brown on top of those colors, and that just made it pop. And the pumpkins and the leaves, everyone, that I'm painting right here in that video before, it's in the Dollar Tree Plus section. I think you get the leaves and these pumpkins together, and it was $3, but that was a good find. Now, I ended up putting the 2 pumpkins in the front, and I have that one in the back, which I end up hiding it with the flowers, but I kind of just like that little cute little vase just sitting by itself. But here it is displayed, and I just think it turned out so pretty. Well, everyone, here is the fall little doll, and this will be the last one today. Okay, I'm going to take another one of these pumpkins. I found this plaid black kind of creamy color, and I wanted to use one of those little bath scrubbies. But everyone, I'm going to get real creative on this head I'm going to do. I am going to use the mushroom, and when I get the moss on here, for the hair, it looks like she's got a little bonnet in the back. So I don't know, I picked up this little mushroom and I turned it, and I saw a face and a way that I could make a hat and a head for this doll. So you'll have to let me know what you think of this one, because if you're like me, now I will always see that when I look at these little mushrooms from Dollar Tree. But I thought I would add all the moss for her hair because this is our little autumn doll, and I'm gonna add some of these little fairy lights. I'll leave a link to that in the description below also. And I ended up tucking it in the back. It was really easy, but I will show you a tip. I take my black chalk paint and paint over the silver so the lights blend in, but you don't have to see the wire. And then I decided I would glue this to her hand. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, those are the little doll arms. I'll leave those videos linked in the description below. And these are just some kind of little stickers I was lucky enough to find at Dollar Tree. And I thought I'd kind of pop them all over, take some of these little pumpkins and put all kinds of fun little fall accents on her. And then I'm just gonna paint her a really cute little face and add a couple more little accents to her, and she made an adorable little Hello Autumn doll. And I love her displayed on this riser. Well, everyone, that's it for today's DIYs. I hope you did enjoy them. And if you did, I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And if you have recently subscribed, thank you so much. And if you've been with me a while, I thank you so much for your support. Everyone, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you on the next one.